Now, I know this may be shocking to some people, but I know from personal experience and from a lot of research that the number one reason why people pass away from alcoholism isn't necessarily the alcohol itself, it's the attitude that they hold. It's the I can quit anytime I want, I can quit next month, next week, next year. It's another way to brush off what the real problem is, and the real problem is not admitting that you have a problem. This is the real killer, the attitude that I'm not as bad off as other people and I can quit anytime I want. My wife said that until the day she died, and we had to unplug the tubes and the machines that kept her alive. I can quit anytime I want. It's a death sentence. If you have someone in your family who has that kind of an attitude, there's no question. They need to have an intervention. You need to sit down with them. You need to draw boundaries, and you need to get crazy, crazy. Because you need to draw a line in the sand. They're either going to go one way or the other, and there comes a time in someone's life where it's decision making time. You're either going to get over this situation. You're going to, you're going to seek sustainable sobriety, or you're going to frickin' die, and it's that simple. So let's delve in a little bit deeper into this. Now, if you drink on a regular basis, or if you have a family member that you fear is drinking on a regular basis, or you're well aware that they do and they have a problem, and their attitude is, I can quit anytime I want, well, this is the most deflective, not accepting, not admitting problem in the world. And it is a problem and an attitude that will get a person killed, because it's only going to get worse. A person who will not admit that they have an issue and continues to drink, they're going to become chemically, physically, and emotionally addicted to the alcohol. It depends on what stage they're in. If someone has that attitude in stage 2, where they've created a habit, well, shortly, within a few short years, they're going to be in stage 3, where they have no option. Their body actually craves it, and they no longer have the option. And the longer the family waits, the longer the alcoholic waits, the harder and more difficult it is going to take to get to sustainable sobriety. So let me put this in perspective. If you found out that you had stage 2 cancer, what are you going to do? You're going to say, oh, well, maybe I'll deal with it next year. But let's wait till it gets to stage 3, till it gets really bad, so then maybe we can cut it out. Right now I only have to cut out half my lung. Maybe I can cut out the whole thing next year. Is that the attitude you'd have if you had cancer, or if you had heart disease? Oh, I understand that I'm getting, I have high cholesterol. Why don't we eat these cheeseburgers, for the next year, and, and let's eat sausage and everything we're not supposed to, and let's worry about it next year. Maybe I'll still be alive next year. That's very similar to the same attitude that people have with alcoholism, because no one is there to identify that to them. If you got a family member with this kind of attitude, you got to change the game, guys. You got to change the game. So what I've discovered over the years is that so many families, so many alcoholics really need a third-party administrator. They need someone to step in and take control, to really be a moderator of what's going on. Someone who doesn't have the same emotional ties as the family would. So to make this simple, click on the link above, schedule a breakthrough call. Let's get you and your family to sustainable sobriety. I've helped thousands of alcoholics. More importantly, I've helped their families. And again, I have a Facebook group called Amanda Cautionary Tale of Alcoholism. Click on the link, join that as well. And again, thanks for listening.